This conference will now be recorded.
System controlled processes. System controlled processes. PROCESSES. System controlled processes without any manual intervention. System controlled processes without any manual intervention. System controlled processes without any manual intervention based on a condition is called automation. Based on a condition is called automation. Is called automation. Right? Automation. Also known as robotic processes. Also known as robotic processes hyphen machine controlled. Robotic processes bracket machine controlled. Right? Now, what are the tools available? Write down. Automation tools in Salesforce. Right? Now, these are the 6 tools which are available in Salesforce. Approval builder, workflow builder, flow builder, process builder, notification builder, rule builder. We have to cover these in automation. Again, in the flow builder, there are 5 subtools available. 5 subtools, which I'll give later. A, B, C, D, E. In approval builder, right, there are 2. A, B, don't worry. When I'll give a approval builder definition, then I'll give you the types. You have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough. You need not to write A, B, C now. Right? Now, these are the 6 tools available. Today we will start with the first tool called as approval builder. Write down. First subheading, approval builder. Process of endorsement. Process of endorsement. ENDROSMENT. Process of endorsement by a department or a user. Process of endorsement by a department or a user is called approval. Is called approval. Is called approval. Full stop. Building of approval flow. Building of approval flow is called approval builder. Building of approval flow is called approval builder. Okay, by the way, one small announcement. Right? We have a requirement for 15 heads to be placed. It's a good company. They have 20 people to be hired by March ending, right? Location is Bangalore, right? Vashi. It's a good company. I'll give you the company name and everything. Whoever wants to locate to Bangalore, sorry, Mumbai, location is Mumbai, Vashi. Whoever wants to locate, first 3 to 4 months work from home. After that, you have to go ahead and you have to relocate to Mumbai. Excuse me. Whoever wants to do that, let me know. Please contact down, right? Even though you have not completed the course, anyhow, I told you by next week we'll start your development. So with an admin, they have some admin opening also. So if you want, please prepare your resume. Give it to Kaplan for people down. Tell them that sir told that there is opening there to give the resume to you. Already have sent them a mail, right? So we'll send it by tomorrow. So those online, offline, if you are interested to relocate to Bangalore, sorry, why Bangalore on this? Mumbai, the company is good. You'll get a good salary, right? It will be a full, it will be within their payroll. It's not a contract, right? So you can use this chance. We have 20 requirement, 15 to 20. They got a new project. Already they have hired experienced. Now they're looking for 2 years, 3 years experience, 0 to 3 years, right? So anybody interested, please do let me know. Clear? Any questions? Anyone has any questions? No? Market is hot. Prepare hard. Once again, I'm telling you, leave everything aside for the moment. Complete your family, pakkana voni. Girlfriend, kilometer duram voni. All your movies, friends, biryanis, shikarlu, right, kubarlu, all these things, keep it aside, at least for next 1.5 months. Focus on this. It's not what I'm teaching. You have to expand more. Remember that everything I cannot. Even you know this very well. I cannot go and touch everything hook and corner. Couple of things you have to do your own research. Prepare hard. Be serious. If you roll out your resume, you will get minimum 10 interview calls that I in the remember in the demo class. If you roll out your resume with 3+ years experience, guaranteed minimum 10 interview calls. If you are not able to crack in that 10, then this Amirpet is not right place for you. No technology will give you that assurance of 10 interview call. Here I am giving you, right? Recently, with 7 years experience, 17 lakhs, my OF 91 batch got placed. He sent me in WhatsApp, 17 lakhs package, 6+ FA. You understood, not FU, FA, right? So it is the right time. Focus. If you have a doubts, come back to me. Every class I'm asking doubts, guys. Even a doubt on the. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Right? If you practice, then you'll get a doubt. You guys are not even practicing, most of you. Just coming, whooping your toka in the class, going away, whooping your toka. Please stop wiggling your tail. Focus here. Right? Perfect. Closing it. Right. Now, what is an approval builder?
Rupam, I have
Sorry?
Yeah, Rupam, I have a question. As you said that we are going to start the development classes from next week. So it means that
Correct.
we completed admin, right?
We will be completing admin this week. That's correct.
Okay, and 301 is also included in it. 201 and 301 advanced.
Everything. Go and check it out the syllabus sheet. It's all there in
Okay.
this.
So as you told that your friend is looking for 20 people for admin, right?
Not 20
So
for admin. Yes,
how can we
total 20
get the
requirements.
certification and the resume? And also we need to add the experience as well, right? In the resume.
Yes, you need to add little experience there.
So I don't have any idea what other experience do I need to include in the resume and the certification as well. Without the going for the classes for development, can we go for the certification for 301
Yes,
advanced?
you can. You have to prepare hard.
Okay.
Anytime you can go for the certification. Now you're almost coming to end of the admin, so you can anytime you can go for a certification. But remember that these classes are for practicals. We are more focused towards working. Examinations are focused towards theoretical. So theories, they're not practical, they're all theories. So you have to prepare for the theories and then you can go for the certification. Right?
Okay.
I'll give you the certification catalog, don't worry. By Friday, you will get a catalog, you'll get complete certification pattern, what is the certification, which one I have to do, where I have to do, everything I'll give. Right?
Okay.
Start preparing your
Thank you.
resume. Right?
Yeah.
That's what is the whole topic. Perfect. Okay, let's get back to the subject. Right. So under automation, you have 6 tools. The first tool is called approval builder. What is an approval? A process of endorsement. What is an endorsement means? Sign. I prepare something, I'll come to you, you will approve it. The process of endorsement by another department or by another user, not by me. If I endorse it, it is called attestation. If you sign, right, endorsement, there is a difference between endorsement and attestation. Attested certificates, you know, right? So go and find the difference in English dictionary. What is the difference between an endorsement and an attestation? A process of endorsement is called approval. Whenever you build an approval process in Salesforce, we use a tool called as approval builder. There are 2 types of approval builder. Write down. Number 1, first one, right? Jump wizard. First one, jump wizard. Second one, standard wizard. There are 2 ways to create right. There are 2 ways to create an approval process: jump wizard and standard wizard. Right? Now, what is the jump wizard? Right? Fastest and easiest way to create approval process is jump wizard. Detailed in the approval process is called standard wizard. Standard is detailed, in depth. Jump is quick, easy. Quick and easy. Fastest way, quickest way, easiest way is jump. If you want to go very detailed in each step, then you have to go by standard wizard. Both will create an approval. Now, let's take a business case. The story is that every opportunity which is greater than 1 lakh and the percentage, the sales cycle or the sales stage is more than 50% requires approval. It has to be approved by 2 levels. First by manager, second by finance department, third by president of the company. Any opportunity with 1 lakh and greater with 50% and greater needs 3 levels of approvals. First level by the immediate manager, second level by a department, finance department. Once finance department approves, then it has to go for president approval. Right? This is the business requirement. How can I do that is a question. In each level, manager would be one, but in finance department, there can be 2-3 people. Any one can approve or all the three has to approve. First level, manager only will be one. After manager approves, immediately it has to go to the finance department. In the finance department, you have two choices. There are 2 or 3 finance controllers. Let's say there are 2 finance controllers. Question is that whether I want approval from both, or if anyone approves, it will be enough. You have to choice. That will configure. Once that is done, immediately system should send it to president approval or chairman approval. If chairman approves, question is then what? If chairman rejects, then what? Where should I take this record? Shall I take it to the user 0, or shall I send it to finance department, or shall I send it to the manager? All these you have to build a complete chain, left, right. What happens if rejected? What happens if approved? Everything you have to decide, and you have to design all these. And that's exactly what we are going to do today. Right? We will start with a jump wizard. If possible, we will see standard wizard also today. One day, I'll try to complete one. Then only in this 5 days, we'll be able to complete 5. 6 are there. One is small. This one is small. Not even 5 minutes. These 2 are very small. So I'm still left with 1 day where we can do revision, backups, your responsibilities. All these things we'll talk about. Right? Important points in, right? Admin. What are the important topics in admin? All these things we'll discuss. Yeah. So now let's start with this building. So for that, let me close it. Right. Let me log in. Rupam @of108 109.com. Password CRM1234 hash. Right. What is the business requirement? In opportunity, I want an approval process. Right. Whenever amount is greater than 1 lakh and probability of winning is greater than 50%, right? It should be submitted for approval, right? So let's do this. To do this, I will click on process automation, right? There is a process automation. I will click on approval processes. Step, how to create process automation, approval process. Select the table, select the object on which you want to create the approval process. We want to create an opportunity. So I'm looking on opportunity. Can I create on patient? Yes, you can. See, patient is there. It's not that you cannot create on custom object, system object, all you can create an approval process. Now we start with what? Opportunity, MNOPO, opportunity. I select opportunity, right? Now here it is, create new approval process. Whenever I click on it, you see 2, jump wizard, standard wizard. First, let us go with a jump. We are monkeys, we'll keep on jumping. So let's jump. Jump wizard. What is the name of the approval process? It's asking me the name, right? Approval process name. I will say the approval process name is, right, big deal. Big deal. Big deal. Right? So perfect. What is the condition? Whenever amount opportunity amount is greater than 1 lakh. Oh, 1 lakh. And opportunity probability of winning, probability greater than 50. Next, let submitter choose the approver manually. No. Automatically assigned to the manager. Yes, you can do this. But if you do this, then every user should have a manager. While creating a user, there was a manager. Whenever you create a user, towards the bottom, there is an option to select a manager. Have you seen? Yes or no? Avuna? Alana? Half of you might be thinking, Avuna? Avuna? Yes or no? Whenever you go to the user, you click on user, you click on new user, first admin class. When you scroll down, when I created Sachin, I gave Rupam as a manager. If you remember, for Sachin, Rupam was the manager. For Rupam, no one is the manager, right? So if you give, then you can choose manager. Currently, I will say no, because every user in my system doesn't have a manager. If every user has a manager, then I'll have taken that. Now, whom do you want to assign? Assign it to, let's say that, Sachin. So whenever this condition happens, immediately the record will be assigned to whom? Sachin. Add more, assign it to Rupam. Both will be assigned now. Then question is that, do you need both the approvals? Right? Do you need, here it is. If you take the second one, then both has to approve. Sachin has to approve, Rupam also has to approve. If I select the first one, anyone approves. It doesn't require both to approve. Anyone approves, it will approve. You cannot choose 3 people, 2 people. Here only 2 options. Either one or all. Suppose there is a one more called, let's say, Saurav Ganguly. How many will be there? 3 approvers. I cannot say that only 2. This 2 has to approve. Suppose there are 4. From this group 2, from this group 2. From here anyone, from here anyone. You cannot do like this. Either you have to select one or you have to select all. I'm saying one. Approve or reject based on the first response. Whoever responds first, based on that, approval will be decided. Now suppose, clear now? Perfect. I click on save. Step one, it says that you need to activate it. Yes, okay. Just click OK. Right? Now scroll down and click on view approval process. This is what we created. Name of the process is big deal. Is it active? No. What is the entry criteria? Whenever the amount is greater than 1 lakh and right amount is and the probability is greater than 50. Perfect. Who can edit the record? Only administrator can edit the record, no one else. Right? Whenever it's submitted, what will happen? Lock the record. Everything will be locked. Right? Approval steps. Which step we are in? Step 1. You want to create one more step? Click on new step. This is step 2. What is this? Finance department approval. Step 2. Finance department approval. In step 1, Rupam and Sachin. Once any one of them approve, it will go to the step 2. Finance department approval. Click next. Do you want all the records to get in? Yes. Or you say no, only which is greater than 2 lakhs should go in. Again, inside a condition, you can put another condition. Anything above 1 lakh requires approval. If it's 2 lakhs, then it requires 2 approvals. Level 1, level 2. If it's 1,50,000, level 1 is enough. Ardhamautunda, yes or no? Now I will click on enter the condition. Here I will say that amount greater than 2 lakhs. Whenever it's more than 2 lakhs, then it requires 2 level approval. Click next. Right? Automatically assign the approver. Whom? Let it be going to Sachin now. Because we have only 2 users, but in real time you'll have a lot of users. So you can select. Right? Perfect. Now what happens if Sachin rejects? right? Go back to step 1. Go back to the previous step. If you click here, go back to 0. 0 is nothing but to the user. Whoever submitted it, it will go back to him. No, I don't want to go back to that person. I want to go back to the step 1. Step 1, 2 people are there, Sachin and Rupam. It will go back to them. I click save, right? No, I will do it later. What is this? We'll talk. Fine. How many steps are there now? 2 steps. I will say one more step. Step 3, I will say president approval or chairman. Chairman approval. What step it is? 3. I click next. All the records should enter to this stage? Yes. Click next. Here also I can give a condition. Now let automatically assign it to Rupam. If chairman rejects, where it should go? It should go back to the finance department. It shouldn't go back to the user. It should go back to the one step below. It will go. Right? If they reject, then again it will go one step. I'm just throwing one step down. Click save. No, I will do it later. If approval, you can send an email. You can send an email alert, right? If approval happens, you can send an email alert. You can update a field status. Approve. We'll do it. Don't worry. Now I click on go. Right? I click on go. Right? Now you see that how many steps are there? 3 steps. You can see that you can go ahead and you can, what you can do? I can create one more step like 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Right? 3 is enough. Let's see whether it's working or not. I click on activate. Remember that currently we just created a process. We didn't create a robot. We have defined a process. Then I will give this process to the robot. You keep on watching. If you see above 1 lakh and above 50%, immediately the robot will fire. Currently, no robots created. Only we have created a defined process. We have not given this process to the system control. Nowhere. I just created a process. A flow was created. This flow, somebody has to manage it. Currently, it is manually managed. We will manage it. In the another 2 classes, you will see that this we will, once we create a robot, we will hand over this to the robot. And going forward, robot will maintain this all. Currently, there is no robot. Hence, completely manual. What does that mean, Rupam? So we activated it. Right? Now, let me go ahead. Home, new tab. Let us go ahead and create an opportunity. Right? Yeah. It's better that I show you first in Classic. It will look very neat and clean in Classic. Then I'll show in Lightning. Don't worry about it. From here, I go to where? Sales. I click opportunity. I click on new. What is the opportunity name? Test APPROVL approval process. That is the opportunity name. What is the amount? I will give 1,20,000. How many levels approval required? 1 or 2? Only 1? Right? Perfect. What is the close date? Today. What is the stage? Need analysis. Actually, if we would have given this to robot, immediately the robot would have fired. But now I have not given to robot. Save. Nothing will happen. Right? You see a button here called submit for approval? Manually. Actually, this should automatically get submitted. But if it's automatically get submitted, what will happen? Will it get submitted? No, because I have 2 conditions. Amount greater than 1 lakh, probability greater than 50. But here what I get probability? 20. Now if I try to manually submit, Are you sure that you want to submit? If you submit, you might not be able to recall. Yes. See, the record does not meet the criteria. There is no approval process defined. Hence, you cannot submit for what? Approval. Now I change it to what? What is the percentage? What is the amount? 1,20,000. As soon as I click hit save, immediately this would have been submitted for approval if I would have created a robotic process. I have not yet created any robotics process. This is just a manual process. This is just a process created, right? Nobody is monitoring it. Nobody is looking at it unless and until you go ahead and click submit for approval. Now, this time it will not give an error. Scroll down. Can you see here approval history? Submitted. Now what is saying? Pending. Can you see a pending here? Towards the end, pending. It's waiting approval for what? It's waiting for Sachin and Rupam to approve. It is waiting for Sachin and Rupam to approve. Question is that how Rupam and Sachin will come to know what is waiting for them? There could be 100 approvals. It can be seen when Sachin logs in. As soon as Sachin logs in or Rupam logs in, immediately it will show here. Item to approve. See, in my home screen, I'll be able to see today how many I have to approve. These 20 are waiting. This is the way I'll come to know. In real time, there will be 100 users, 100 opportunities created. Out of them, 20 requires approval. Which 20 will, how will I know? I can't open one opportunity. This is how I'll be informed. Item to approve. See, it's showing 1. Test process approval. You can see approval reject from here also. Able to understand yes or no? Now I'm going to my opportunity. I can approve from there also. If I scroll down, you see that approve or reject. Because I'm an admin, I can reject or approve in behalf of anyone. Now I say Sachin has to approve it. Assign to whom? Whenever Sachin logs in his home screen, he will be able to see waiting for approval. Yes, now I click on approve or reject. I will say approve. Assign to whom? To Sachin. Who is approving? Rupam. Approve. Scroll down and see. See? Approved. By whom? Assigned to Sachin, but the actual approver was, see, system is showing it. And it doesn't require, it didn't go to the second level. Approved. Able to understand? Now let's create one more example. Opportunity. New. Right? Test. Test approval 2. Amount. How much is the amount? How many approvals required? 3. Anything greater than 2 lakh require finance. After finance, it will automatically go to chairman or president. I say save. Immediately, it should have been submitted for approval if we would have created a robotic process. Currently, no robots created. How to create robot? We'll see. Right now, I click on go down, approval history, nothing. I click on submit for approval. Immediately, it's submit for approval. It has gone to whom? Level 1, step 1. I click on approve or reject. I will say approved. Now it will go to whom? Step finance department approval waiting. It's in finance department, it's Sachin, it's waiting. Now approve or reject. Approve. Approve. Whose approval it's waiting? chairman approval waiting. See, assigned to Rupam, here assigned to Sachin, but who approved it? Rupam. Now approve, I will say reject. Data incomplete. President or chairman is rejecting it. Where it will go? It will go to the finance department, because you said that go back to the previous step. Now you see finance department approval waiting. From the finance, there were two people, Rupam and Sachin. Behalf of Sachin, Rupam approved. It's sending back to Rupam because he signed off. So he should be knowing it better than Sachin, because Sachin doesn't even know what's happening there. See, rejected, then pending. I can say, I don't know. You can reassign it to Rahul Dravid. You can reassign to Kapil Dev. I don't know. I submitted it. I don't know why chairman rejected it. So better to give it to someone else. You can do that. Right? I click on approve or reject. Data updated. Please approve. Approved. Again, it will go to whom? Chairman. It went to chairman again. Again, chairman reject. It will go to finance. Again, finance approve. Go to chairman. This ping pong game will continue till the time the final authority chairman approves it. Till the time the final approval, right, approves. Now you see, approve. I'll say approve. Complete. No more approval required. See, two more. Total, this is the history, what has happened. Guys, able to understand? Yes. Yes. How many know? Yes. How many know? All good? 50% understood? Don't worry. When we do the standard wizard, you'll be able to understand 100%. Right? See how my approval process is working? Similarly, if I switch to Lightning, it's the same thing. But in Lightning, the representation is different. I click on App Manager. I click on View All. I click on Sales Module. I click on Opportunity. I click on New Opportunity. I give a name. Light Test OPP. Amount 5,50,000. Close date. Stage 60%. Save. Opportunity got created. Here it is submit for approval. As soon as you click on submit for approval, please approve. I'll enter a comment. Submit. Scroll down. Here it is. First step, submit for approval. In step 1, there are two people who have to approve it. See, Sachin and Rupam. Step 1. I say, right, I click on step 1, right, I click on approve. APPROVED. Approve. Now it will go for whom? Right? It will go for whom? When I click on it, scroll down, finance department approval. It's waiting. You can click here and you have an option to approve. See here also. Scroll down, click on view all. You'll be able to see everything. Submit it. Step 1, 2 approvals are there. No response from Sachin. Sorry, no response from Rupam. Approved from Sachin Tendulkar, but who approved it? Rupam approved it. It went to finance department. Here it is. I click on approve. Right? Okay, click approve. Now you see that finance department approval is okay, right? Next, it had gone to the chairman, right? I can approve from here, or I can click the step, then I can approve. Approve. All okay. Approve. I could have rejected also. Then again I click on this, it will take me to the opportunity. See, chairman approved. No more approval on the top. It's better visible in Classic rather than in Lightning. Lightning is all you have to put your brain what is happening. In Classic, it's clearly visible. That is the reason first I went to Classic, then I came here. Same thing, but here in blocks, there in table. Clear now? Yes. Anybody has any question till here? No? Now let's create. Yes, tell me. Sorry. Yes, you can do mass data upload. You have to open one by one. Either you have to open one by one, or you have to do what? Mass upload. See, the process of approval is one by one only. Why we come for approval? If you approve all at a time, yes or no? In a bank, one has to sign, another has to approve it. He will not do mass, he will check. Approvals are for checking. So the concept of mass approval is nothing but it's a bogus. It's, in other words, it's unethical. Approval always has to be done one by one. Getting it? Paper correction. 1,000 people writing exam. At a time, can I give a marks to everyone? No. Because that is a process of approval where the examiner has to read each question and has to allocate a marks. So if somebody comes into me and say that, Rupam, 1,000 papers are there, can't we have a process for giving marks to every paper just like that? We can do that, but that is not the right way. Clear now? In real time, if 1,000 is there, it is mandate that manager has to go one by one. Let it take 10 days. Let them hire 2 managers. But you cannot say in a real time saying that mass approval. If you do mass approval, then there is no meaning of you creating approval process. If you're not even checking it, everything you're saying approve, 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 like a rubber stamp, then what is the need of creating that approval step? Got it? Purpose. It's not the requirement. Sometimes requirement plays a role, sometimes purpose plays a role. In audit, it is the purpose, it is not the requirement. Here the purpose is each and record has to be audited. Then only I will give a stamp saying that approved or it's rejected. Clear? Done. Any other question? Same. There is the approval process doesn't say it's a lightning, it's a classic. It's only one approval process, which works both in lightning, both in classic. Here, already we gave a condition, no? Amount is how much? Stage is how much? While creating approval process, did you say it's for classic, it's for lightning? That means this is eligible for both. For lightning also you will create the same manner, for classic also you will create in the same manner. So there is no process differentiation of creating an approval process for lightning or for classic. It's all same. Clear? Yes. Can you approve form? Mail. Yes. For that we have to write a programming. The mail received has to go to an inbox. The subject line should have particular format, right? Whenever the subject line comes, we will write a program to go ahead and approve it. Yes, we can, but not through admin. Only through programming it's available. Yeah. Any other question? Right? Perfect. Perfect. Now let's go ahead. Next we will see what? standard wizard. Then I will give you the difference between standard and jump. As I keep on doing, what will happen? I will keep on giving you the difference and you'll keep on writing, right? So put a heading called as differences, right? Put a heading called as difference, or right, jump versus standard versus jump, whatever it is. Now keep watching. Whenever difference comes, I will let you know. I click on approval process. Sorry, I'm forgetting my every day I forget something or other. Right. Now, can I write more than one approval process for an object? Answer is yes. In the same opportunity, I will write one more now. But if the condition is same, then what will happen? Again, here I will say anything which is greater than 2 lakhs needs approval. Already greater than 1 lakh is there in what? In my first approval process, I created an opportunity 5,50,000, which is greater than 1 lakh, which requires 3-level approval. First manager or level 1, then finance, then chairman. Now again, I'll create one more now on the same opportunity. In that case, you have to reorder them. Where did you see the ordering other than approval? Any other place have you heard of ordering? Where did you heard order? Duplicate rule. In one object, you can create multiple duplicate rule and then you can order it. Here also, in one object, you can create multiple approval process and then you can order it. Whichever satisfies first, it will go in that. Remaining all will be ignored. Able to understand? I will create 3 rules. Rule 1, rule 2, rule 3. Approval. Whether you create from jump, whether you create from standard, irrespective, I have 3 rules. All the 3 rules are overlapping. Now, whatever sequence you give the rule 3 rank 1. First system will put in rule 3. If it's satisfied, then it will automatically ignore rule 2 and 1. It will ignore. It will go by rule 3 only. Able to understand? So I'm creating one more. Already see that? Big deal. What is the order? 1. Now I'm going to create one more using standard. This time I'm not taking jump. Standard. Right? What is that? I will give a name called as super big deals. What is my approval process name? Super big deal. Earlier approval process name was big deal. Now I click next. What is the entry criteria? Whenever the amount is greater than 2 lakhs. Now, if you create an opportunity with a 5 lakh, where it falls? It falls in big deal as well as super big deal. Arthamatunda? I just now created an opportunity here. What is the amount? Where did it fall? It went to the one which we created from the jump. Now again, if I create a 5,50,000, where it will fall now? In both this and this. That is the reason you have to give an order. What you have to do? You have to give an order, right? And probability is greater than 50. Same condition I'm giving, right? Click on next, right? The first difference, right? First listen, then write. First difference. There, Who can edit the record? Only admin. Here, you can give it to admin or to the approver. In Jump Wizard, approver cannot edit the record. Approver can only approve or reject. They can't make change. But with Standard Wizard, I can give that changing rights to approvers also. Ardhamautunda, right? Anybody can change the record. See here. I switch to, let's say that. I switch to classic. I open the opportunity. Anything. Do you see here? This record is locked. I have an unlock button because I am a. Can a user have this button? No. Sachin will have this button? No. If Sachin is a supervisor, he doesn't have administrator profile, he cannot make any change. You cannot change the number. I cannot edit this. I cannot edit anything here. I cannot change the decision stage because it's completely locked. Who can unlock it? Only admin. Even the approver is assignment. This record is assigned to the chairman. Chairman also cannot unlock it. Even though he is the approver, he has a right to approve or reject. But he cannot. He has a right to approve or reject, but he cannot make a change in the data. That is what is available in your right Standard Wizard. You can give editing right to approvers. Can I give it to user? No. Only to only to approvers. Write down. Standard Wizard. Approval rights to approver. Standard Wizard. Approval rights to approver. Whereas Jump Wizard, Standard Wizard, approval, whatever it's given, Standard Wizard, right? Editable rights, not approval, editable rights to approver. Standard Wizard, editable rights to approver. Whereas Jump Wizard, only to administrator. Only to administrator. See here how detailed I am configuring. So you can give it to approvers or you'll say no, only to administrator. You can retain it. Clear first one? Right. Right? Perfect. I click next. Right? Here you can use a template. Any email template after approval, any email template. We will do it later, not a problem. Click next. Right? Now, next, keep understanding here. First understand, then write. When this approval comes for approval to Sachin or to Rupam, let's assume I'm creating one opportunity for now to show you. Opportunity name, test TST3. Amount 6,70,000 something change. Probability, perception, save. Right now I go ahead, click on submit for approval. Yes. Whose approval is gone? Rupam or Sachin. Now, how the Sachin will come and see? Sachin will log in his home, it will be visible. Sachin opens it. This is how it will look, approve or reject. Here, tell me, how will you make a decision? Any data is visible? What is the amount? What is the amount? అర్థమవుతుందా ప్రాబ్లము? When Sachin logs in, he will go to his home, he will click on approve or reject. Then he'll think, అసలు ఏంటిది అప్రూవ్ చేసేది ఇక్కడ, ఏం కనబడట్లేదు, డైరెక్ట్ ఒక బటన్ అప్రూవ్ ఉంది, ఒక బటన్ రిజెక్ట్ ఉంది. Other than this, I'm not able to see any details. In standard wizard, you can select details, but whereas in jump wizard, no details. Now here name undi, em chesukovali name toti, I need here, what are the things I need? Amount, customer name, oh ICICI Bank 6 lakhs akka, okay. So because it's a banking project, so I need to approve it. I want to add additional details here. Can you, here only name comes, name and owner. But whereas in standard, you can select name, amount name, see account name, right? Next step, competitors, right? What is the current probability, right? What is the quantity? See, I can see so many things. What is the lead source? These are the details will be displayed to the approver. But whereas in standard wizard, you can do this, whereas in jump wizard, you don't have an option to choose the details that you want to show to your approver. Whenever approver opens, he is blind. He has to go and find the opportunity, then check the details in the opportunity. It will not be there in the approval screen. But with the help of a standard wizard, you can display whatever data you want to put in the approval screen. Able to understand? See, now see that this is what, write down, right? Additional details of a data, additional details of a data on approval page. Additional details of data on approval page can be configured in standard wizard. Can be configured in standard wizard. Can be configured in standard wizard. Whereas in jump cannot. In a jump you cannot. In a jump we cannot. Right? Perfect. In addition to this, display approval history. Who has approved? Show me that complete history also. Right? So this can be displayed. Perfect. Now, right? Next difference. Here you can enable from mobile also. Approver can approve from mobile application Salesforce 1 if you create using a standard wizard. If you create with a jump wizard, then the approvers cannot approve from mobile app. They have to log into Windows, they have to approve it. Ardhamautunda? Right? Oh, my mom is here. Right? Perfect. In jump only can be approved from Windows. But if you take standard, you have an option. You have an option. See, externally wireless enabled mobile device. See, you have an option called mobile device. Two options are there. I will select the second option. Write down. Mobile approval is possible with standard wizard. Mobile approval is possible with standard wizard. Whereas jump only Windows, only Windows devices. Jump with a jump wizard, only Windows. Clear? So I select the second one. I click next. Right? Next. See, submitters. You can choose the submitter in jump. There, who can submit? Whoever user, whichever user created the record, he can only submit. Here, if user is on leave, anybody with a role called as branch manager, area manager, director can submit the record. అర్థమవుతుందా? Right? There's an opportunity created. Unless until you hit the button submit, it will not get submitted because no reports created. Suppose the user doesn't click on submit, then by knowingly user doesn't click on submit, then what? Then can his manager can submit behalf of him? Yes, that's what I'm enabling. You can have a public group. You remember we created a public group? Anybody who is a part of SFDC development 1 can submit. Anybody, any other user, right? Let's say that's Sachin. These are the people who can submit an approval even though that record doesn't belong to them. Record was created by Rahul Dravid. In jump, only Rahul Dravid can submit. No one else can submit because no one, it's Rahul's record. Rahul created the opportunity. But in this standard wizard, you can choose. If Rahul is not doing it, right? Director, any person with a director marketing can submit. Any person with a chairman can submit. Anybody who is a part of this group can submit. Anybody or a user called Sachin can submit. Able to understand? You can select the submitter. You can select the submitter. Right? Write down. Next. In jump, submitter can be selected and customized. Sorry, in standard, not jump, in standard, submitter can be selected and customized. Whereas in jump, only the owner can submit. In jump, only the owner can submit. What is the use a real-time scenario? I created an opportunity with 5 lakh, with status 70%, with stage. Then I immediately gone on leave for 10 days. Do you think that that opportunity wait for 10 days? No, right? That opportunity will not wait for 10 days. Now, that opportunity requires an approval. Who can submit? Only Rupam can submit, but Rupam is on leave. If I enable this, that anybody with a chairman role can submit behalf of me, they can submit for approval. Able to understand? Yes or no? That is the reason I told you, standard wizard is detailed. Who can submit, who can recall. After submitting, I realized, array, tappu submit chesanu. Can I recall it? Yes. Here is the option. You can enable or block recall. If you check this, once submitted, user cannot recall it unless until it's rejected by the levels. Next step will reject it, then it will come back to you. Right? So once submitted, you cannot recall. So here it is. Write down next difference. Customization of recall procedure. Customization of recall procedure is available in standard. Customization of recall procedure is available in standard, whereas not available in jump. In jump, it's not available. So I'll check this box. Allow submitter to recall. Click save. Click save. I'll do it later. Go. Right? A step, approval step, right? We just created an approval called as, what is that? Super big deal. Here it is. Right? You see that approval step is showing what? Only approval process was created. Step was not created. Write down. Next. Right? Approval steps to be created separately in standard. Excuse me. Approval steps to be created separately in standard wizard. In standard wizard. Whereas in jump, first step gets automatically created. In jump, step 1 gets automatically created. In jump, we create from step 2. Step 1 get automatically created while you are in the jump wizard. Right? Step 2, finance. Step 3, chairman. We give a custom name. Step 1, did we give a name? No. It says step 1 only. Go and check it out. It says, right? Opportunity. Say. What it says? What it says? Step 1. Did you give a name to this step? Can you give name to this step? You cannot. From second step onwards, you can give a name. First step name we cannot give, it gets automatically created. Suppose I approve it. From second step onwards, we have given a name. See? First step, you cannot give a name in jump. But whereas in standard, first step will always show step 1. From second step onwards, it will show the name of the steps. You cannot give a name to the step 1 in jump. Step 1 will be always step 1. How many approval you create with jump? This will show what? Step 1 only. But step 1. If you want to change this name, then you have to create what? Standard only. In the standard, no steps are created. You are creating the step 1, step 2, step 3. In jump, already by the time you come here, step 1 got created. When we click on new approval step, step 2 gets created. Step 2 gets created. Yes or no? Right? So now I'm creating new approval step. Here I can give a name. What? I will give a name called as, right? What approval? I will say level 1 approval. My step name is level 1 approval 1. There you can give the name from step 2. Step 1 will have a default name called step 1. Click next. Now, all records should enter this step? No. We already gave a condition what? Greater than 2 lakh. Now here, see that. I will say any amount greater than 5 lakh. What is the entry criteria for this wizard? More than 2 lakh. At a 2 lakh, it will enter the approval process. But as soon as it enters, the step 1 says how much? Then what should happen to that? Any opportunity which is between, suppose I have an opportunity 3 lakhs, that will enter this approval step, enter this approval process. But when it comes to the step 1, what is the requirement? 5 lakh. But this opportunity is how much? 3 lakh. What should happen to this? Here it is. Auto approve. Automatically approve. Don't even send it to, in real time, you'll get this requirement, right? System has to approve anything between 10,000 to 50,000. Above 50,000 only it has to come for, right? It has to come for, because somebody told there are 1,000 records of approval. Managers cannot approve 1,000. Yes, you're correct. Manager cannot approve 1,000. What will you do? Then you'll say, okay, let's do one thing. Only the big should come to you, and all the small let it auto approve. Approval కావాలి, but ఏంటంటే automatically system will approve anything between 2 lakh to 5 lakh. System will automatically approve, or you can say automatically reject. So your wish, approve. Anything above 5 lakh only will come to the manager. అర్థమవుతుందా? This type of intermediate bridge or intermediate condition is not there in jump. In jump, you don't have intermediate. Entry itself is the gate. Wherever the process starts, there itself is a gate. But here, process starts as 2 lakh, gate is at 5 lakh. In between, there is a gap. Right? In jump, wherever the process starts, gate is exactly there itself. The approval process starts from here, gate also is here. But in standard, approval process starts at one place, gate will start at somewhere else. What will happen to the opportunity which is in between? You have an option to approve or reject. అర్థమవుతుందా? Yes or no? మీ ఫేసెస్ చూస్తే నాకు ఏదో అనిపిస్తుంది. ఎస్ ఎస్, ఏదో ఆయన ఏదో చెప్తున్నాడు, మనం ఏదో వింటున్నాం, అంతేనా? ఆన్లైన్ ఏబుల్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్, right? This is the, okay, let me draw it and show you. This is the approval process. Let's assume this is the approval process. In jump, wherever the process starting, there is the gate. Step 1 is here itself. Step 1, right? Then you can decide step 2, step 3, step 2, step 3, and finally end step 4. We created only 3 steps. You can create 4 also. Step 4, right? In jump, wherever the approval process is starting, my approval process name is big deal. What is the criteria? 50,000, no, 1 lakh. 1 lakh and 50%. This is my entry criteria, and that is exactly here. Next, I said anything which is above 2 lakh. Thereafter, there is no criteria. If you want, you can give it, right? Wherever the process starts, there itself there is a criteria. In jump, in standard, it's different. Entry to this line, entry to this is how much? 2 lakh and 50%. Did I give 2 lakh and 50%? But the gate is not here. The gate is little far. Here is the approval level 1, step 1 or level 1. The step 1 is here. Step 1. In this step, Rupam or Sachin has to approve. Here I have given 5 lakh. The process starts from here, but there is no approver here. Approvers are coming into picture whenever it's more than 5 lakhs. Then question raises is that what should happen to these opportunities? What should happen to the opportunity in this bucket? Suppose I have an opportunity called as worth how much? 3,40,000. Does it require approval? No. because approval starts from where? 5 lakh. So 3 lakh, you can decide two things. Whenever you have these things, you can decide two things. Either auto approve or auto reject. Auto approve, auto reject. In this place, after it enters the step 1 gate, then who will decide this? Rupam and Sachin will decide to approve or reject. Before entering, it is the system who is deciding. This is not here. Here, starting itself, Rupam or Sachin is deciding whether to approve. There is nothing called auto approval, auto rejected in jump. But in standard, you have entered the step. Criteria are met, approve, auto approve. Anything which is 5 lakh, next. Who is the approver? Right? Sachin. Here, right? Wait a minute. Right? Here, I'm selecting. Who is the approver? Sachin or Rupam. Able to understand? Right? Next. Approver can delegate. If Rupam is not able to approve, he can pass it to someone else. This is that checkbox. If you uncheck it, then Rupam cannot pass it to anyone else for approval. Rupam and he should only approve. He cannot give it to someone else if you uncheck this box. See, every details you are controlling in standard. That is the reason I told it's a detailed. Click save. Step 1 got created. I will do it later. Go. Now, step 1 got created. Step 2, same thing. I'll say that LEVL, level 2 approval. Level 1, level 2. Click next. Same thing there. All records, yes. Next. Who should approve it? Sachin is approving it. If Sachin rejects, then go back to step 1. Here it's all same. Click save. Right? I will do it later. Thank you. Finally, I will click on activate. Now, if I created an opportunity worth 3,50,000, this falls in both big deal, super big deal. There are how many approval processes are there now? In opportunity table, there are 2 approval processes. Big deal, super big deal. If I create an opportunity worth 3,50,000, where it will fall? In both. It is coming in big deal as well as it is coming in super big deal. Then you have to give a ranking. 1, 2. Right? Here we go. Sorry. Super big deal I became 1. Ardhamautunda leda. Right? Reorder. See, super big deal has come to 1. Now you go ahead and create an opportunity. System will first check in super big deal. If it doesn't fall in super big deal, then it will go to the big deal. If it doesn't fall here, then it will say, sorry, no approval required. You are good. Ardhamautunda, yes or no. You have to do this in the real time. And I will show you the real time homework now, how it looks. Right? Ipde tap lechipoying. Right? Once I show you the real time requirement, meer kuda lechipoying. Along with the top. Right? So now I click on App Manager, View All, click on Sales. I click on Opportunity. I will create an opportunity with how much? 3,50,000. What should happen? Automatically it should get approved because first ranking is big process. In the big deal, super big deal, We have created anything entry is 2 lakhs. Approval gate start from 5 lakhs. In between everything will be automatically approved. Let us check. Beautifully we can see where in classic. So I'll switch to classic because there you can see very clearly opportunity. New. I gave TST test 100. What is the amount? 3,80,000. Close date today. Probability 90. Save. As soon as I click on submit, immediately it should show approved. Submit. Yes. See? Approved. Who approved it? Whoever submitted, he only approved. Automatic. He didn't approve, but approval is appearing on his name. See? Did it enter the approval process? Yes. Did it enter the approval process? Yes, it entered the approval process. But the approval gate start from 5 lakh. It entered, but there is no gate. But in jump, at the entry itself is the gate. Here, the gate is somewhere far. Now I'll create one more. New TST test 200. Amount 5,50,000. What will happen? Will it auto approve? No. Anything greater than 2 lakh, it will enter. Travel, travel, travel. There is a gate at 5 lakh. This opportunity is how much? 5,50,000. It requires level 1 approval. It requires level 2 approval. Right? Probability. Save. Submit for approval. Yes. It will not get auto approved. Level 1 approval required. In the jump, it was showing step 1. Here it is showing the name. In jump, name will show from step 2. Step 1 will be always step 1. Default name of step 1 is step 1. Can you change it? We cannot. But in jump, we cannot. But in standard, we can see. It assigned to Rupam. Approve. Can you see the details? See, probability 75%. Account name is this. Amount is this. In the standard, it is visible. In the jump, was it visible? No. In the jump, only this two was visible. Only test name and this one. It was not showing additional data. But here it's showing additional data. Ardhamautunda differences. Now I say approve. Immediately it will go to step 2. See, level 2. Level 1, level 2. This is what I gave the name. So it's saying level 2. It's not saying step 2. It's saying level 2. I say approve or reject. I say approve. Done. Final approval is done. Able to understand the difference between jump and standard? Now tell me, if I create an opportunity with 1 lakh, where will it go? $1,30,000. Where it will go? Now, first, okay. First, what is the order? First is super big deal. It will come to the super big deal. Does it qualify for super big deal? No, because super big deal entry is 2 lakhs. But here it is what? 1,50,000. So it will immediately throw the super big deal out. It will go to the rank 2. In the rank 2, what we have? Big deal. Does it qualify for big deal? Yes. Automatically this approval will now enter into the if big deal, because super big deal it cannot enter it. Similarly, like this there are 10, then it will keep on trying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the 5th is entering. It will follow the 5th approval process. 6, 7, 8, 9 will be ignored. Wherever it falls, it will stop there and rest of them will be ignored. Ardhamautunda? First one, in the first one it entered in the first. That is the reason it never even came here. Now in the second example, It is not falling in the first, it is getting into the second. Keep watching. Save. Submit for approval. It will enter into the second. See, it's showing step 1. It's entering in the second. అర్థమవుతుందా? Yes or no, everyone? Yes. Yes. Perfect. Shall we continue for another 10-15 minutes or no? Continuation of this topic only. Shall I or shall I not? Yes. Somebody says no. How many no? How many no? అది భయపడుతున్నారు. ఏముంది భయపడేది? 1 no. 1 no. అడిని చూసి ఇంకోటి నుంచి 2, 3, 4 no. How many yes? How many yes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Adhyaksha, majority goes to yes. Neutral count చేయండి కదా ఎప్పుడు. ఎప్పుడైనా పార్లమెంట్ లో voting is yes or no. There is nothing called neutral. Neutral లో ఇట్లే కూర్చుంటారు. So nota is not there. Nota is only for public. In parliament, nota is not there. You know this, right? Whenever the vote of confidence happens, whenever a law comes, neutral unte those votes are not counted. So yes wins, yes wins, yes wins, yes win. Right? So let's continue. Perfect. We know how to create an approval process using a jump, using a standard. This is what we know. Now, once a record is approved or once a record is rejected, I want to send an email. I want that here there is a description is there. Can you say description field? Or I will create a custom field called as status. Approve, reject, submitted. Whenever submitted, I want that field to change to submitted. Whenever it's rejected, I want this field to change to rejected. How can I do that? Right? Currently, we don't have any status field. We have a field called as description. In this field, I will automatically update the values. Ardhamotunda? So, which for what you want to do? For super big, I want to do. I'm opening super big. I click on deactivate. Then I click on edit. No, not edit. Here it is. Final approval. Whenever it's finally approved, what do you want to do? Add new field update. Update description. Update description. What field? Description field. You want to update with what? Blank value. Blank value ki update enduku? I want to use a formula. What is that? I will say APPROVED approved. Automatically a comment will appear called as approved. Whenever final approval happens, lock the record, update description. Anything else? Yes. Send an email alert. For that, you have to create an email template in opportunity. The way we created email template in contact. You remember, whenever a new contact is created, automatically welcome email to go. So you have to first create a email template in opportunity. Then you should say send approval email. Where is the template? Definitely, I don't have a template. You have a template? Okay, we'll take this. New customer email. Which one? Which we created long back. Ardhamotunda. So first you have to create a template, then you have to come here. You know how to create an email template, which already I have shown you long back. We created in contact table. Now you are writing an approval in opportunity table. The email template has to also create an opportunity table. Dear user Rupam, Your record has been approved. Congratulations. Regards, Apollo Hospital. The template has to be created with a matter, with a content, with a design, with a style. Once it's created, you can choose the template. Whom you want to send? I want to send it to Rupam. I want to use any email field. Any email field is there in opportunity? No. So perfect. Do you want to add more address? Yes. rupam.sfdc90@gmail.com. External, any more email address. Do you want to send it from where? Right? I will say save from current email address. Yes, save. One email will also go as soon as approval happens. One email will go. Welcome email. Actually, that email was for what? For contact. Now I'm using where? In opportunity. Email will go, but dear blank. Dear first name, last name, blank, blank. Welcome to Apollo Hospital. These are the following details registered with us. Name, email, blank, blank. Regards. I will get an email, but empty email. Able to understand? If it's rejected, what do you want to do? Create a meeting. I'm creating a meeting. Assign this meeting to whom? To Rupam. What is the subject? Root cause analysis. Root cause analysis, rejection reason. ఎందుకు రిజెక్ట్ అయిందని ఒక మీటింగ్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలి. ఆటోమేటిక్ రైట్. డ్యూ డేట్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు రూల్ ట్రిగర్ డేట్ plus 5 days. Within 5 days, this meeting in progress, priority high, please call for a meeting. Meeting with user to understand rejection reason. Right? Able to understand? I click on save. Whenever we are rejecting, unlock the record. It will be automatically unlocked. You can make changes now. Plus one meeting will be created. Plus one email can be sent. Plus one field update can happen. Update, description, rejection. What do you want to update? I want to update the description field. With what? With, I'll say REJECT, rejected. Right? Like this, you can do for recall also. If somebody is recalled, I will say successfully recalled. That means you have pulled it back. Now I click on activate. Ardhamainda? Yes or no? Yes or no? Now let us see the ranking. One only. Perfect. Let's go ahead and create two. One approval, one rejected. Whenever it's approval, comment should be updated as approved and email should go. Whenever rejected, comment should be, description should be updated as rejected and a meeting has to be created. Right? App manager, view all, sales, opportunities, new, test 230, opportunity name, amount 3,40,000. What is the entry level? 2 lakhs, no? Gate is 2 lakhs, no? 7,80,000. Because if it's 3 lakh, then it will be automatically approved. Right? Anyhow, then also the email should go. Now, let us take 7,80,000. Close date this, stage, decision maker, save. This one I'll approve. Okay, let's switch to classic, quite easier. Otherwise, test, what was that? 230, 250. 2:30. I say submit for approval. Scroll down. Okay, by the way, see the description field? There's no data at all. Check it out. There's no data. Now I click on approve. Approve. It'll go to level 2. As soon as level 2 approves, immediately the comment will be updated as approved and an email will go. Approve. Go and check it out. Description is showing what? Now I will come and check my dear, right? This is a welcome email. Maybe this email has come. We might have selected something wrong email. But see that welcome to Jenard, right? And complete details, right? I would like to introduce myself as your account manager. Should you have any questions, please contact me at rupam.com. See, one sample email has also gone, right? Now we'll create one more, which will reject. New test 240. Amount 8,90,000. Close date today. Stage 90. Submit. Immediately it will enter. I'll say submit for approval. Yes, it has entered for level 1. Right? Level 1. Oh, why reassign? Level 1. Approve or reject. Shall I send it to level 2 and then level 2 reject, then level 1 reject? Anything you can do. I'll say approve. It will go to level 2. If level 2 approves, then approve will come. Level 2 rejects. What will happen? Why I clicked on approved? Shit. Okay, sorry. Test 260. 206. Amount 7,50,123. Right? Today's date. Stage negotiation. Submit. We have to reject. Remember this. Submit for approval. Yes. Shall I reject now itself, or do you want me to take it to second level and then reject? Second level and reject. Approve or reject. Right? I say approve. See, the description is still blank. Now it goes to the second level. Approve or reject. Reject. Comment is still blank. It went to where? From level 2 it came to level 1. Now level 1, again I'll click reject. Then it'll come back to where? 0. Reject. As soon as I say, see that? See, a meeting got created. You have to close by within 5 days. 19th, 3/19th, you have to close it. See, root analysis. Please call a meeting for a user for rejection region. Automatically it got created. Ardhamautunda? So you can create an action anytime. You can create your actions here. What are the actions possible? Task, email alert, field update, outbound message, which you'll see later. Don't worry. This will repeat in tomorrow's class also. Same thing. Understood how to create approval process now? Yes. Good. Very good. Guys, you have to practice. If you don't practice, it will not come. I am doing jab. You are seeing and you are able to understand. You want to see the real-time requirement? No, I'll not show you today. Tomorrow I'll show you. Otherwise, all will get scared. Clear, everyone? Practice, guys. Be regular to the class. Because I'm sharing the recording, you see that few of your friends are missing. Why? Endukante recording vastundi. If I stop the recording, immediately you will see that this whole class will be full. because they knows recording లేదు అసలు ఏమైంది అర్థం కాదు. For example, today's class, those who have missed, if recording would have not there, then next class onwards everybody will be in this class. While giving recording, we are spoiling you. By giving recording, we are giving with a good intention, but you people are taking with a bad. We are giving with a good intention, saying that after the class, if you want to see the steps, we are giving you it for that reason. But you people are making it for what reason? వెళ్ళపోతే కూడా రికార్డింగ్ ఉంది కదా, సాయంత్రం చూసుకోవచ్చు. అబ్బా ఎవరు లేస్తాడు, ఎవరు పోతాడు? This is what is happening. Luckily, because this batch is offline and online, you are getting the recording. If this batch would have been only offline, then do you think that by putting a mic like this, go to meeting, I would have recorded the class? No, not at all. So you guys are lucky that this class is getting online and offline, both mode. That's the reason we have an option to record. Otherwise, there would have been no option to record. Right? Don't misuse, be here in the class. That's what I want to tell you. At least now wake up, because we are about to start development. People are there who are from non-programming background. People are there who are from programming, but not that great. It's okay programming. Now you have to get up. Whatever you have been sleeping for these many days, well and fine. But these are high level concepts coming up. So wake up, because interview topics will be first workflow. First line important topic, I'll give workflow. All this tool will be in the first level. Then comes the object validation rules, what you have learned in the last class. Your interview topic will be in the reverse sequence. Whatever we are learning towards the end of the course, they will be on the top. Whatever you have learned in the first of the course, those will all go last in the interview. What we did, creation of user. Last topic in interview, how to create a user. Ardhamotunda? That time you were full active. When unimportant topics were going on, not important topics were going on, people were full active. Everybody came to the class. But when we came to the original topic, people are sleeping. Actually, that time, if you'd have not attended also, I would have not cared. But this is the time that onwards, you should be very serious. Once again, I'm calling it out. If you want a job, be serious right now. Right? That's it for today. This Friday, you don't have a class. Right? 19th, no class. Then after this, every Friday you'll have a class. I told you 2 to 3 weeks, that's it. Next week onwards, 26th there's a class. Here there is a class, right? Every Friday there will be class. Just for one more week, this week, there is no class. Clear? Yes, that is the reason every day I'm extending a little bit more. 15-20 minutes or half an hour. 4 into half an hour equals to 2 hours. Whatever the class, actually this class would have split into 2 days, but we did in 1. Right? If you need, let me know. I can repeat it again. Tomorrow, if you want, sir, can you repeat that? I will repeat again from 0. No harm in that. Don't think that I'm in a hurry to complete the syllabus. I'm never. It is your class. You will decide how to take it forward. Yes. If you want me to repeat, I will repeat. No issues at all. Don't think that I will feel bad. There is nothing that I will feel bad. Tell me. Hand paining, huh? Right? Okay. Anything? Fine. All clear? That's it for today. We will meet again tomorrow, same time. So till then, thank you. Have a nice and wonderful day. Bye-bye, guys. Take care.